Unsupervised autonomous vehicles cannot come fast enough, just like Robtaxi and Cybercab. I mean, thank God that yesterday Tesla released a video, at least, of a autonomous Robtaxi in Austin, Texas. And let me tell you something. I don't want to sound like I'm some old guy complaining, but am I the only person that's noticing that drivers are much more dangerous now than they've ever been? I mean, it's crazy. So let's get into that. Do me a favor. I'd like you to like and subscribe to the video if you wouldn't mind, and leave a comment down below. Give me your thoughts on what you're seeing out there in the wild. And boy, is it wild. There is not a day that goes by that I don't see something really, really crazy. Now, I have a Model 3 Tesla. I have full self-driving, supervised. So I make, you know this already, I've done a lot of videos on it. I'm driving it right now, but I'm driving it manually because I'm going down to the waterfront here. I'm just driving around doing this video, really. The beauty about a Tesla is it's fun to drive, and it's also fun to not drive. It's fun when the car is doing the driving, but the amount of aggressive drivers out there is just getting worse and worse and worse. And it's a combination of things. There's no question about it, people are more stressed out than they've ever been, it seems to me, in history. I think a lot of that changed following the crisis in 2020. I think people are more selfish. People are more rushed. I don't know where they're rushing to. Many people now are working from home. Definitely far more people are on their phones, and that is really, 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 really dangerous. Of course, as I drive my car here and make a video. But you'll notice I'm not in a very crowded area here. I'm kind of on some side roads, but I don't have to defend myself anyway because I'm not an aggressive driver. I'm just not. The one thing I notice when I'm in autonomous mode, when I'm in full self-driving mode in this car, you know, this car does this slightly above the speed limit. I have it set. When you're in Tesla full self-driving, you can set the speed limit to whatever you want. By the way, it won't go over a certain point either, so don't go crazy on me. But if I'm on the highway, I have it set about, I think it's 7 miles per hour above the speed limit. And it cruises along nicely. But then when I get into high traffic areas, it's on the same setting. You're never going to go over the speed anyway because there's a lot of traffic. But the one thing you notice is those times when you're in a 45, people are just flying past you and cutting in front of you, cutting in behind you, and crisscrossing each other. And they're doing this as you're sitting there in full self-driving, and you're just like cruising along very safely. And many times when I'm driving, you know, people will like cut you off, and I feel my car like tug and brake and then push forward and brake and move. And I'm saying to myself, I mean, people are so aggressive that my car has to take a lot of evasive maneuvers when I'm driving it, when I'm in full self-driving. It's just really wild. And you know, if you've never experienced full self-driving, you need to do it. Go take a test drive in a Tesla. Find a friend who has one who's full self-driving. Take it out. It'll scare you for about 30 seconds, and then you realize that it's just better than any other driver out there. But there's also some stories coming out today that the autonomy and the autonomous vehicles, they are going to begin the process of crushing the insurance rates because it's just so safe. I mean, I'm sorry, you can't, you know, people tell you, oh, what if the car does this? What if the car does that? I'm telling you right now, humans are much more dangerous than this car. Oh, by the way, I just realized I have my Mercedes hat on today. My last car was, one of my last cars was a Mercedes GLS 450. I absolutely loved that car, but it was a company car. It's my company, but it was a company car, and I sent that back a couple of years ago. It was leased, and I bought the Model 3, and we have other cars too, other used cars. We've got a Range Rover and a Prius. But anyway, I'm going to be getting, I'm not sure, I'm going to get the Model Y. I was just about ready to pull the trigger on the Cybertruck, and then Robtaxi came out in the form of a Model Y, and you know, being the business head that I have, which is really a detriment sometimes, because you know, I think of everything in business terms. So I'm not sure how soon Cybertruck you'll be allowed to use it as a robo-taxi, meaning you can send it out to work for you and make money for you while you're sleeping. I do know for a fact that obviously the Model Y will be the first car to probably be allowed to do that, and I'm sure that there will be Model 3s out there as well. I'm sorry, my camera's moving around here, and I'm trying to straighten my head out. That's impossible, but that's another story. But anyway, I'm probably going to buy the Model Y. But listen, tell me what you think. Like, do you feel like people are just driving more crazy than ever? Like, I notice, first of all, like in the United States, 40,000 people die in car accidents, car or vehicle-related accidents, every single year. 1.5 or something. I think it's 1.2 or 1.5. You can look it up. Go on Grok and do the research. Grok is great, by the way. I like Grok. Sometimes I like Grok better than ChatGPT for certain things. Chat is good also, but anyway, I digress. I think it's 1.2 or 1.5 million people die worldwide every year in car accidents. Why? Why are we doing that? Why are we weaponizing these cars that are supposed to be luxurious and comfortable, and they're supposed to keep our families safe? Why do we put ourselves in these positions where we kill each other with these cars? I'll tell you why. Egos. The human ego is the most detrimental thing on planet Earth. The best thing we can do when it comes to any kind of moving machines is take the control away from ourselves and let the car do the driving. Because guess what? If the cars are talking to each other, there is no ego. They're just watching each other with the camera systems, you know. And you know, if some of these companies are using radar or LiDAR, I think it's nuts. But if they're using that, then either way, all of the cars are going to see each other. But guess what? If you're a human and your head's down in your phone and you veer across the road, you're in deep caca. And that, by the way, is costing you and I an enormous amount of money. We all know that insurance premiums have skyrocketed. What's really funny is one of the highest insurance rates is for Tesla, which is really stupid because it's the safest car on the road. And don't try to tell me it's not. Don't try to tell me they go on fire all the time. All you're doing is regurgitating some BS story that's been traveling around for years, and it keeps being pushed out by the media and pushed out by the other automakers and all this kind of stuff. Propaganda is powerful. We all know it. But anyway, today, a series of things happened today that were really, really dangerous. And one of the things that happened was, sometimes when I'm going through, I was in Whole Foods today, and I'm coming out of Whole Foods, and I'm watching the parking lot, and I don't know what it is. People are just crazy. They're running around everywhere. But people get in their car now. The first thing they do, they start the car, right? First thing they do is they open up their phone. Now they're sitting there, the car is running, you know, they have this seatbelt on and all this stuff. Sometimes their car is even in the reverse position, and people are walking past behind them, and they're scared because they don't know if they're coming, if they're going, what they're doing. I have a tendency, when I see a car like that parked, I tend to go on the opposite side of the road, the parking, the area, because I don't trust anybody. But what happens is, and I saw it, two things happened today. The first one was, I'm walking on the line, along the line of cars, and somebody is walking ahead of me in the distance, and then there's this person, sure enough, sitting in the car on their phone. But then all of a sudden, they decide, oh geez, I gotta go. And then they drop the phone and they immediately hit the gas and go straight back. They hit the lady's cart. Like, not like stopped, but like, we're going fast enough to just hit the cart. I mean, what the hell is wrong with you? By the way, the other thing I've been doing recently, and you tell me if you're doing it too, I rarely drive into parking spaces anymore. I take the time, and it annoys people, and I don't care. And if it annoys you and you want to attack me for it, you go right ahead. I now reverse into parking spaces, because reversing out of a parking space, you have the same problem. You have people on their phones going through parking lots. They don't see you. You're trying to reverse out, and you know how you edge out slowly, and you can't see. You have a blind spot. There's nothing you can do, right? The blind spot is there. You can't control that. I mean, you can turn your neck around, but if there's a car beside you and you're trying to back up, there's just no way to do it. There's no way. So you're dependent on the car that is coming to see you and to stop. And they don't. They all of a sudden see you at the last second, or they lay on the horn. They're honking, and you're like, Jesus, I'm just trying to get out of a damn parking space. So anyway, most of the time now I reverse into parking spaces. It's just safer. And by the way, with the Tesla, when I find the space and I hit, I put the thing into reverse, the car, what's the term I'm looking for? The stick. When I hit it into reverse, I just push a button and then the car parks itself. Many cars do that, but anyway, I digress. But anyway, the other thing that happened today was I see a guy, he's coming out of the parking lot, and there's people on both sides of the sidewalk trying to cross. And then he's got tinted windows. So he stops, and it appears he's stopping for the people to cross. But I guess he wasn't doing that. I guess he was stopping to look at his phone, look at something on his phone. And then while he was looking on his phone, he hits the gas, pushes forward. These two people were almost in front of him. They were so close to being hit. It wasn't even funny. And you know what's even worse? He didn't even see them. Like, they almost walked into the side of his car. He still didn't see them. And you're like, this is crazy. And that's the other thing I love about the Tesla. My Tesla is going to be more friendly. And you know the term share the road? My Tesla, your Tesla, and everybody's Tesla will be so much more kind to pedestrians and people who are jogging, people who are on bicycles, people who were on those little e-bikes, which are really dangerous, by the way. Not the bikes. Again, the bikes are not dangerous. The people on them are dangerous. But the cars, the autonomous cars are going to be so much more friendly to the pedestrians than regular cars. Anyway, listen, we have to stop. We've got to stop killing each other with cars. And of course, I'm a Tesla advocate. I'm an autonomous driving advocate. But even aside from all that, please, get off your phone. And if you're going to be on your phone, or if you're going to be doing what I'm doing, videotaping, or if you're going to be watching something in your car, at least have it, in front of you where mine is. It's raised up, and you can see in your peripheral vision what's going on around you. Don't be sitting there like this with your phone in your hand in your lap, and you're looking down like this at your phone. You don't have a clue what's going on around you. You just don't. It's really, really dangerous. Like something like 1.2 million people worldwide every year. Can you imagine that? Like, if that was anything else, people would be freaking out. They're like, we got to fix this problem. Nope. Let's just keep killing ourselves, killing each other with cars. It's amazing. Like 3,000-pound death machines with ignorant humans in charge of them. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.